So welcome to my channel, guys. So today I'll show you about the F900 GS, which I'll be talking about. The main thing is that currently it's in rain mode, you can see. So from here I can change the mode, so it's on rain. You can go to road and go to dynamic, which is sports, or you can go to enduro, which turns off the ABS. So it changes the DCT, the traction control, and you can go through this. So here if you go on the vehicle settings by so if you just click on the menu and you click this, you go down, you again press the downward. So here you can see the details of the bike, and when you do this, you can see the onboard computer, the details which it shows. It shows all the trip details, the tire pressure which is there. This is in bar currently. You can change it to PSI also if you want. And this is the service due, and then you have the messages like there is a faulty brake light, and the service is pending. So from here in the onboard computer you can see all these settings. You can go back by just doing this. If you go again back, so you hit the scroll wheel, you can go to navigation. So here you need to start the BMW app. So I have not set up the app yet. If you go here, then the next is media. My phone is not connected, so it will connect. From here my phone is also not connected, or you can connect the helmet here in this one. So in settings you can go to vehicle settings, and there is road riding mode pre-selection. So there is rain, which is off currently, and road. You go to dynamic, enduro, and enduro pro. So in enduro pro I have not upgraded to the enduro package. For that you need to select the enduro package which comes with the bike, which is additional cost. So here I can turn off. So here comes the enduro pro. So here you can turn off on and off. In this one, enduro pro, the both ABS is turned off and there is no traction control. In this one, the enduro, if you go to enduro, the rear ABS is turned off. Dynamic is basically the sports mode, you can say. Road mode is for normal roads, which you can say. And then there is rain mode, which actually like cuts down the throttle power. So this is there in this one. If you go, then there is RDC. So this is pressure warning. Then there is lights, which you can select, daylight and comfort indicators. So most of the settings which I think that you guys will be needing is the vehicle settings. This is the, if you go down, there is system settings, the time and the units. So as I told that from bar to PSI you can change. See, so there is bar, so you can change it to PSI. So I've changed it to PSI. I can just go back. Then the temperature is in Celsius, and the kilometer, so the speed is shown in kilometers right now. So I can change it to miles, which is in US. I'm living in India, so this is the kilometer settings. Then comes the language. Here comes the date and time settings, which you can change. So I have not set it up, it's currently in the factory mode. Then comes the connections. So in connections you can connect mobile device. It will search for the mobile device. You can connect to the rider's helmet, passenger helmet, and you can delete whatever the connections you have. So I have my phone connected here, so I can delete this if I go. So I'll just keep going back, and I can change the display, this brightness. Yeah, so I can go to the display settings. So the brightness is currently at 100%. I can change it to 80 or 20. So the settings are basically, the lowest you can go is 20, 40, 60 and 80, and then 100. I'll come back. Status line content. So this is the fuel tank. So in this settings, the status line content, these are all the settings which you will need on the screen. Like you can select that you need this content on the dashboard. So I need fuel tank, I need total distance, current distance 1, which is basically trip 1 and trip 2, as you can see. Fuel consumption 1, which is of trip 1, fuel consumption 2, which is of trip 2, and riding times. So you can see how much long you have taken the brake, speed, tire pressure and everything. Then speedo limit. So speed limit info, so there is a speed limit which is set. I'll not change it, it's off. So let's keep it that way. Information. So this is the license, which all the BMW license which is there, which so you don't need to see this. This is the software version if you want to check. So you basically, you don't, as a rider, you don't need much for riding it. And here is the reset button, like you can reset all the settings which you have done, so you can reset it from here. And also everything is controlled from this wheel, you can see, right? So this wheel and this menu button, it's all connected right there. This is the hazard, you know, and even if I turn off the, you know, the power, the hazard will keep going on. So that's a good thing, I like that. So this is how the dashboard looks. And yeah, so here you can see that there is a brake light faulty, and I guess service, yeah, it shows service also. So this is how you go to settings. And this is for you know, this is cruise control, which you can set and you can lock it at speed. And this is for the riding modes, which you can change. This is for the heated grips. This right here is for the heated grips. You can I'll just show you. I'll just go to the main menu, and you can see like the temperature, the trip. I can change it by clicking on this one. The menu up changes your dashboard. So it's trip 2. You can see the liter in how many liters I take for control going 100 kilometers. So it took around 5 liters of fuel for 100 kilometers. And 19 hours, 31 hours. This is the brake time in total. This is the brake time in total. This is my average speed on trip 1. This is my average speed on trip 2. This is the tire pressure. So currently the front is 31.1 and the rear is 39.1. So this is in PSI currently, and it shows a fuel range of 100. So you can see this shows the fuel range, and when you click on once more, so it shows the bars of the fuel. So this is a good thing. And yeah, also I'll show you, this is the Bluetooth which is trying to connect. This is ABS, and this is warning light. It will just turn off when you keep riding, and warning light will only go off when you change, when I change the faulty light and the service due which is there. So let's coming to the heated grips, right? So if you click here like this one, I'll show you. So you press 1 and you can see that this is on level 3, right? You press again once, this shows level 2 of heating, and then you click once more and it's on level 1. So I feel today I rode most of the times on level 1. When I did on 3, it was too much heated, and I don't think that you need it. In my state, which I'm from, you might need it in the northern part of the India. But pretty good bike, I feel. It's a pretty good bike. There is no issues in the bike except for the brake light, yes, and it comes with the Akrapovic exhaust, which is designed for BMW. Good parallel twin engine. So also one more thing, this is not liquid cooled, this is water cooled, but you can say it's liquid cooled because water is there. So this is water, very fragile. If you fall, this might just, you know, if something happens to this, the bike is stalled, you cannot go anywhere. And for the air intake, so here is the filter. Yeah, right here is the filter. You need to take this off first, and then you can you know, from here it takes the fresh air in. And the dampener, this is damn good. I feel they have covered it for, so that, you know, you don't do any silly stuff or anything breaks in this. And the travel on this suspensions are pretty good. The Brembo brakes, obviously, from BMW. And on the lights, you can see the BMW LED. So from the front, I say that it's completely, you know, the lights are of 310, but it's actually of F900, and the radiator grill is of fiber. And I guess you can see the air intake right here. This is the air intake. This same goes that side also, right there. So this is there, and this is the like the lowest model. There is also one more model which is in BMW colors. This is Solo Polo color. In that one you have metal handle guards, you have risers and all that. Overall, this bike feels pretty good. You have brass chain. BMW says that you need 10,000 kilometers. You don't need to change it, but in India I feel you need to change it. So that's pretty much it for the bike. I rode it for around 1500 kilometers in total. Pretty good, damn good bike, and that will be all.